Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back and we're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Alright, our rare is Archpriest of Iona. Great party card. Powerful 1-drop. Black Bloom Rogue. Great spell land. Royal Eruption. Great removal. Thundering Rebuke. Great removal. I'm kind of feeling the spell land. This card is very strong. 5/3 or a 2/3 menace or a land. Very valuable to have that. I like it more than the rare, I think, and the 2 removal spells. It's best in a rogue deck, of course. Royal Mage for the wizard or the kicker deck. Blightblade, just solid green card. Sidecat for landfall decks. Silencer, good for party decks. But I'm happy to take a rogue there. It's good value. Alright, follow-up pick. Well, good choices here. Vine Gecko, great kicker spell, as well as +1/+1 counter card. Can still be in the same deck as a Black Bloom Rogue as well. Otherwise, Feed the Swarm is on color with Black Bloom Rogue. Into the Royal, good kicker card. Relic Golem also wants to be in the same deck as the Rogue. I mean, I feel like the most powerful card is the Vine Gecko, but Relic Golem is a solid follow-up to Black Bloom Rogue if you can make the Rogue deck work. And Feed the Swarm is good removal. They're all good choices. I suppose we try and take a pick that works well with our first pick, so probably the Relic Golem. I think Vine Gecko is at its best in blue-green. So I think taking the Relic Golem, seeing if we can make the Rogue deck work is probably a good idea. So third pick, we can probably just take Bubble Snare. You want to be in blue-black for rogues. The only issue is this doesn't actually contribute a card to your opponent's graveyard, which makes both of these abilities less relevant. But Bubble Snare is good removal, and I think it's fine to take it here. Other notable picks: Roiling Regrowth, ramps and fixes. Taunting Arbor Mage, good kicker card, can win games on its own. Well, not on its own, but you can cast it and win a game if you can have enough attackers to get in there. Sidecat and Felidar, good landfall cards. Outrider, good party card. Same with the Silencer. But yeah, I'm fine taking Bubble Snare. Seeing if we can make this rogue deck work. Okay. Mind Carver also wants to be in this deck. So we're actually getting some powerful cards that reward you for milling your opponent, but we don't actually have the cards that mill yet. Hopefully that doesn't become a problem. Spoils of Adventure is a very strong card. I like the Constrictor for green-black counters. Stalker is a rogue, but it's not at its best in a strictly rogue deck. It's better for party decks. Sentinel, good card for kicker or +1/+1 counter decks. But we'll take the Mind Carver. Seems like a good follow-up pick here. Okay, so Deadly Alliance versus another Bubble Snare. I think we take the Deadly Alliance. We want to put cards in our opponent's graveyard, so we're taking it over the Bubble Snare. The bonus of Bubble Snare is that you can pay 1 mana to keep it tapped if they've already attacked. But like I said, I really want cards that put cards in my opponent's graveyard, so I think we're going Deadly Alliance. Another Spoils of Adventure, huh? I'll have to keep that in mind. So here's a bit of a mess for us. We can take the Gloom Hunter. It's just a flyer, can wear a Mind Carver well. It's not an exciting pick for us, but I don't think we're going to shift gears into party. I would like to be able to put cards in my opponent's graveyard. So Gloom Hunter at least wears the Mind Carver well. It's evasive. Solid card for what we're trying to do, but not a rogue. Maybe it doesn't matter. So we can take the Sky Dancer now. It's kind of exactly what we're looking for. I have to take it over a Palaka Predation, which I'm not thrilled about, but Sky Dancer is the right card for us. We want to mill our opponent and turn on these cards. So let's take it over Predation. Okay. So, bit of a miss here. No actual blue or black. Best card. Nothing insane. Probably Allied Assault or Horn Beetle for their respective archetypes. Like the party deck, the +1/+1 counter deck. Still, you know what? We take the Horn Beetle. We might have to shift gears to +1/+1 counters if a lot of stuff wheels. Like we can take Blightblade here. I don't want to shift gears, but if I have to, we'll allow for it. This is a rogue, but it's not very good in a strictly rogue deck. It's really only playable in party, in my mind. So, can take the Living Tempest. It's a flyer for blue. This gives +1/+1 counters, but none of those cards are particularly exciting, so we'll take the Tempest. Alright, well, it's a late field research. It's a good card, totally playable. At its best for a kicker deck, but I think it's fine for this. Otherwise, Mucklord kind of sticks with the +1/+1 counter deck, but the cards we have kind of reward us quite a bit for playing rogues, so I'd like to make that work. We'll cut the blue card here. Cut the blue card. Last pick green card. Alright. Oh, Skyclave Shade's pretty awesome, even if it's not a rogue. Otherwise, nothing else in here we really want, but Shade is quite good. Can come back. Beats down well. So, it seems like the right pick for us. Otherwise, Zoff Consumption, I like that card. Vanquish is playable. Spell Shield's actually playable too, but more for a kicker deck. But we'll take the Shade. I think it's fine. Alright, pick here. So we can take another Mind Carver. We have 11 creatures. Otherwise we take a Skulker, which would also be good for us, or Gloom Hunter. But I think I'll go Mind Carver. I'm still holding out hope that we can find ways to get cards in our opponent's graveyard. Okay, so really not much for us here. Can take the Shadow Cat. Take a Blood Price. Take a Sentinel. Take a Plunder. I think we'll take the Shadow Cat. Feels a little bit late if we have to shift to +1/+1 counter, but at least we got a Shadow Stinger now. So this is a card that we definitely want to help us mill. Taking over Feed the Swarm and Mind Drain, both of which I want, but I think the Stinger is what we're taking here. So we can take another Gloom Hunter, which is fine. Flies, it wears the Mind Carver well. Alright, Glacial Grasp is at least a good card. It contributes to our plan. So, yeah, we'll take that. I don't want these seers. So we're probably a little bit creature light, but I'll take the Skulker here. So Feed the Swarm versus Skitter Sneak. Probably Feed the Swarm. Currently we have a Bubble Snare and Deadly Alliance, although we do need some more creatures. We need 5 more creatures. I'd probably still take the Feed the Swarm. So now we have a Bubble Snare, a Feed the Swarm, and Deadly Alliance. We need probably 6 more creatures if I'm... because I don't think I want to play the Shadow Cat. So I guess we can take Vanquish here. Could have taken the Sentinel, but I'll play the Shadow Cat and the Living Tempest if I have to. But Shadow Cat's just kind of a hill giant in here. I guess it has synergy with Gloom Hunter. I mean, blue is not very open, but I think the issue we ran into early on is when you take big archetypal cards, like, I guess Rogue's not necessarily, you can play it in any black deck, but like Relic Golem, you kind of have to go all in. Mind Carver, you really want to go all in on that plan. And really we just didn't get hugely rewarded. We got Shadow Stinger, Glacial Grasp, and a Sky Dancer that all contribute to this plan, but we really haven't gotten the Duelists, certainly haven't gotten the Rogue Lord, so another Skulker is definitely welcome. I think for now we'll cut these two. We're probably going to have to play them, but for now we can cut them. So Sentinel is just not that great, but neither is the Silencer. I guess we take it anyway. I don't want to have to play it. Alright, Mind Drain I think is what we want here. Granted, we need some more creatures, but Mind Drain is too much of what our deck is trying to do to not take. Like, getting 3 cards in their graveyard is going to turn on a lot of our cards. We'll take the worst card here. Alright, so we need some more creatures pretty desperately. Trap Finder's a good one. And it seems correct. Yeah. Otherwise buying Veil, but yeah, we need probably 6 more creatures, so take the Trap Finder, get a cheap Rogue. Rune Crab is kind of perfect for what we want to do. It helps there's nothing else in here either, so taking the Rune Crab and being happy about it. Alright, pick 3. So I think we just go with Skulker. We just get the Death Touchers. They're certainly fine in multiples. And they can trade with things. There's nothing else in this pack we want. Those are all good reasons to take it. So this pack's a bit of a miss. I suppose we can take another Sentinel if I have to play it. Yeah, there's not really anything else I want. Alright, here, probably take another Glacial Grasp. It's not a creature, but contributes to the plan, which is good. So, take another Gloom Hunter here. We do need more creatures. I'd like to play the Gloom Hunter if I had to pick a creature to play, probably over our other ones, so might just have to accept it. Otherwise I take a Malakir Rebirth, but like I said, we actually need some creatures. Alright, another Mind Drain is kind of welcome, but we do need creatures. And Skitter Sneak is kind of on with what we want to do, so I think I take it over the second Mind Drain. Just because we want to make sure that we're, you know, playing some creatures in our deck here. Well, Sky Dancer I'm going to take over the Deadly Alliance because it just contributes to exactly what our plan wants to do. It also flies. So I'm taking over Deadly Alliance, which is fine. So here we'll just take an uncommon. We don't have a sideboard this draft anyway, so not a big deal. Shell Shield maybe. I don't think it makes the deck, but can consider it. So we got 15 creatures, which is good. The weakest creatures in our deck are probably like Gloom Hunters, and they're fine. So I'm cool with this. Guess we'll just take an uncommon. Guess we take a base camp. I don't think it makes the deck. We're doing okay. Not as exciting or powerful a deck as I would have liked, but we have the Ruin Crab, we have a Mind Drain, we have some mill capabilities, which is good. Some kicker spells, we've got some equipments that are synergistically good, Relic Golem. So we can probably get away with 18 lands in this deck too. One of them being the Black Bloom Rogue. I mean, our curve is pretty low, but I would much prefer to actually play the Black Bloom Rogue is one of our stronger creatures, so I'd much prefer to play it as a creature, which is why I want to do 18 lands. I guess we want land drops for Ruin Crab too, but for now we'll cut these. Got our one spell land, and we're going to have to make some cuts. It's probably like field research, just because it's not directly contributing to what we're trying to do. So we're at 17 lands, and like I said, probably want to do 18 because we have some kicker too. So it's not like we don't have a mana sink late game. And we want to hit land drops for Ruin Crab, like I said. So probably cut one more, and it might be might actually be the Bubble Snare. Because like I said, we want our removal to put cards in our opponent's graveyard. And I don't want to cut a creature here, so we'd probably cut the Bubble Snare. That way this mills, this puts cards in their graveyard, this puts cards in their graveyard, this puts cards in their graveyard, so I think it makes sense. Alright, color-wise, not much blue. Yeah, blue is definitely getting cut. But like I said, the challenge with this draft is when you take cards like Relic Golem early, you either dump the entire plan or you go all in and hope that it works out. In our case, it only worked out okay. Got the Grasps and the Ruin Crab, which are good, but really blue dried up pretty fast. Regardless, we're probably going to end up playing like, because you really need to play Ruin Crab on turn 1. We don't have double black other than kicked Gloom Hunter, so I don't think I'm going to get in trouble doing like 9-8. Which really works out to be 10-8. Yeah, I think 10-8 is perfectly fine. Alright. Well, here you have it. Blue-black, Rogue Mill. We'll see round 1. Alright, opponent is going first. Well, I don't want to play... We may not have to. We'll keep this. We may not have to play the rogue. We'll see. Got the black, which is good. So, yeah, I think we just go rogue here. Miss out on a land drop, I suppose, but kind of seems fine to me. Ruined crab, well, that'd be good too. Play it for now, and guess we go Skulker. I think the Death Touch makes sense. Stay back, huh? Guess we won't block. So, some options here. We'd probably go Gloom Hunter, because I think if we can get a Mind Carver on there, it's going to be pretty good. Alright, feed the swarm. I think we might have to get rid of this now. Puts us in a bit of a awkward spot. But I think a 6/6 that gives you extra attacks is probably a little bit too dangerous to let live. I suppose we don't need the Ruined Crab anymore. Alright. Glacial Grasp, okay. So play the Gloom Hunter. Yeah, I think we just play Gloom Hunter. Alright, we'll pass. Just play the Skulker here. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Yeah, we can keep this. Gloom Hunter versus Skulker. Guess Gloom Hunter. Sure. No discards. Oh, that's scary. Seems like an odd choice. Guess we just play another Gloom Hunter. It actually doesn't make the best use of mana, but Relic Golem kind of doesn't do anything right now, so Relic Golem into drawing a land would let me go Gloom Hunter plus Mill, but I guess we just get in for one and then pass. Let's see. Gonna be one shy of lethal. I think I'm just gonna attack. Alright, cool. We'll see for the next one. Alright, this is a keep. It's actually a decent hand, too. We'll just do the Sky Dancer here. Oh, got rid of a couple good cards there. Guess we can hold off on the Mind Drain for now. All right. We still probably want to do the grasp on our opponent's turn. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, yeah, we can keep this. I think we'll just I think we'll play the Sky Dancer to block the Priest. That puts 3 cards in my opponent's graveyard. So it kind of works towards... Well, it makes good use of mana. And it works towards turning this Relic Golem on. I'm not sure why they wouldn't attack with the Blight Priest. I was going to say, that's kind of weird. I mean, even if you were predicting a Sky Dancer, I don't know why you wouldn't want to make that trade. Alright. So... Guess we'll just play a Gloom Hunter. Get in. All right. So, can play another Sky Dancer to block the Skulker. Right. Puts 3 more cards in their graveyard. Well, I guess we can block their Sky Dancer now. Alright. So we probably have to take out that Felidar Retreat. So I think we'll do that. And we'll play the Skulker. This way we can get them to 8 cards if they offer the trade. Alright, perfect Mind Drain here, which is nice. We'll just get rid of their cards. So, get in here. So we can Deadly Alliance the Stalker. Let's see if they double pumped. They can't get in enough anyway. I think we'll actually just drop this. Alright. So we don't have lethal. So I think we'll just get in there. Like, even if I killed the Celebrant, we wouldn't have lethal. So I think while they're tapped out, we'll just take care of this. As much as I want them to put mana into that. Alright. Alright, let's see for the next one. Alright, this is a good hand. We'll play the... I mean... I suppose we can play the Skulker. Yeah, it makes more sense. Gloom Hunters get better later when you can kick them. Maybe we'll draw some things in the interim. Take 2 here. Skydancer's a good draw. I think we'll just do that first. Pass. Okay, so guess we just feed the Swarm here and play a Gloom Hunter and pass. All right. So guess we do the Shadow Stinger here. We're land away from playing the Gloom Hunter. All right. Let's play the Skulker. I'll kill the Crawling Barons if I have to. think we'll just get the rogue out there. Maddening Cacophony, okay. Still have 11 cards left. I think we're okay. We'll trade off our Gloom Hunter here. It's actually a sensible block since it brought them to 8 too. So we can really punish them here actually. We attack with everything. They may block the Shadow Stinger and then we flash in the Sky Dancer. Yeah. This is gonna punish him. Alright, sweet. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, yeah, it's a good keep. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Yeah, it's a keep. I never know if I'm supposed to play the Gloom Hunter first or build towards it, but I think I'm okay doing the Gloom Hunter here. I'd like to trade for the Wind Robber, if possible. Alright. So we got a card in their graveyard. We can go for some Sky Dancers now. So, I mean, we can tap that if we want, but I think we'll just offer the trade here. Pass. So up to 4, we'll bring him to 6. So we do have a... So we can go Sky Dancer, Golem, and then we have a Grasp to bring them to 8. No, maybe not anymore. That's alright. I'll get this out there. I think, well, I mean, the good news is we have both the Golem and the Mind Carver, so whatever one they take, we've got our goal here. I wonder if they take the Mind Carver instead. Or what I would take if I were in their situation. Oh, I guess they can't take Mind Carver. I know what I'm talking about. but that's all right. So we could get mind drained here, but I guess it's not the end of the world, but it's not great. We only need one more card left in their graveyard. They know about the Glacial Grasp because of the eyeball, but they don't know about Feed the Swarm, so I guess that's good. And they can just steal it. You just get it permanently too, even if I kill their guy. Wow, it's pretty strong. So we want to do it on... I guess I should have attacked with the Skulker. That's cool. All right, well, looks like that is all she wrote. Guess I didn't have to kick it. So then I could vanquish this, but this can't block. I might have screwed that up, but it didn't look like we had a real way to victory there anyway, so maybe we did, I don't know. But I'm not going to get too worked up about it. Ended up going 4-3. You know, honestly, we were kind of struggling during deck building because of those early picks. I kind of stuck with them, and they didn't pan out as well as I would have liked. But I'm happy to get 4 victories with this deck. So thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you for the next one.